we do it every day, we be grinding. And if you ask me, we the best, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day, we be grinding. And if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio when I'm spitting all these rhymes.
What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to another 10-yard fight. This is part 11 of volume 18. We must beat man coverage first. That's the goal of this scheme right here. That's one of the primary objectives. You know, beating man coverage, because if you don't, man coverage will beat you. Yeah, so here are some notable man beaters. Double post, Z-spot and go. We've talked about that before. You got speed, dig, bench pivot. Every now and then you can sprinkle smash and return, and dig return. Not verts under or spacing switch. Those are your zone beaters, unless you go to the lone receiver side. You know, so yeah, the main thing is to beat man coverage, because man coverage will beat you. And I'm not talking about physicality wise. I'm not talking about like speed and stuff and skill. I'm talking about the mental part of it. Not because my receiver has a 96 speed and the cornerback has a 90 speed and we just just burn them. I'm talking about setting them up into situations, having a man beater on the field. Like right here, you can see I'm early on in the scheme. Look at X wide open. We missed the read because I'm focusing on the corner. Look at circle. He got open. He split the safeties. See, that was a mistake right there. You could tell I was early on learning this scheme right here. It was hot and fresh still at the time, and I was still learning and figuring things out. And that's why I'm doing out routes like that. Man, I rarely do out routes like that. So I was just trying to have answers for man. But you know, this is part 11, so we've came a long way with the man beaters. You know, we have them. You know, it don't even matter if what I'm trying to say is I want to beat man coverage even if my receiver is slower than the DB. You understand? Nice little kick out block right there by the tight end. That's how we got that thing. Let's break this thing down real quick. See, and another thing, you know, these guys like to abuse man blitz plays like this spinner right here. See, my guy, he was shooting the wrong gaps, and you can pay the price for that. Look at the kick out block. Look at 87 gonna go get the other side, the back side, and seal that off. And then he was the user linebacker that jumped out of his gap assignment, so we were able to get to the second level. And then after that, we were just off to the races. So when you do spinner, you're taking a gamble, because it's like throwing all your, you know, peas into one pot. You know, you're putting all your eggs in one basket and you're just shooting everywhere. And then some guys are going to be in two gaps, which is bad. You know, well, I should say two players will be in one gap, which is bad. So yeah, you guys know we take gaps real serious on certain schemes. So yeah, he had to pay a price for that right there. So let's get back to it. This guy was playing with Washington. You know, he was pretty good. He was calling some good defenses out here. So nice play, corner route, C route. That's all about that positioning, you know, where you're throwing the ball. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I want to beat man coverage even if his cornerback is taller than mine and faster than mine. I want to space things out and get him in these positions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and I'm already anticipating that they will call man coverage every down. Yeah, every down they're going to call man coverage. So that's why we mix up man beaters and zone beaters on this scheme right here. And it helps out when you got the same side read on the right side. As you can see, like I say, I was early on. I was like at probably like 15 games at this point with the scheme. And I was, you know, still learning, trying to figure this thing out. And I was kind of forcing Z-spot and go, trying to get that look right there. But you're not going to get that look all the time. And that's what normal users do. They get in bunch and they're just looking for that corner route every time. We don't want this every time. You know, there's way too many more man beaters out here. We took it, it's nice, but you know, along the way we figured out that it's other man beaters. So right here, as you can see, I tried like 3 times also to get this, and you're just not gonna get this every time. So look at 87. Look at his guy who's trailing him, who's defending him. The safety came all the way from the other side, and you know, we figured that stuff out early on in the scheme. So yeah, we got a break then. you know. And like I say, after this, I was learning to not attack that corner like that. We got plenty of man beaters. So when you do beat man, you're gonna get zone, and we have plenty of zone beaters. And you know, the hole shots, getting in between the gaps. Here we go, right here, still forcing Z spot and go, right? As you can see, the score is 14-21. Nice play. At this point, I was just trying to get some completions. You know, I was just trying to stay relevant and trying to continue to move the chains at this point. And yeah, I got stuck going to Z spot and go so much. Even though I was altering the routes, and the play is different once you alter one hot route. But yeah, I shouldn't have been doing this every time like this. Yeah, I was literally predicating everything on Z spot and go, because you can rarely do spacing switch versus man coverage. So yeah, unless you have the long receiver out there on the button hook. They call it a button hook sometimes. See how he got that guy out there on square? If you look and go back to that, he put a guy in the flats out there. That purple went back there on square. So yeah, that's why we do this. You know, that's why we have man and zone beaters. And yeah, he finally jumped into zone. So yeah, man, this is a lot to cover. And then what I like about the thing is, once you master man coverage inside of a game, like once you're in the game and he's calling man, and you're steady moving the ball and he can't do nothing, he's gonna feel like he need help. So he's gonna try to switch and make it cloudy on the field. You know, he's gonna try to make it look like it's 14 to 13 players out there on the field with all them colors. You know, the purple, yellow, and the blues and stuff like that. And all we can do is just react to it by having same side reads on the other side of the field, like this right here. We already knew that was going to be open. We didn't even have to wait and hesitate because he was in zone. You know, cover 2 and cover 3 are similar. They just go in different areas, but we can run the same play and one of our guys are going to be open compared to where it's cover 2, 3, or 4. Yeah, so yeah, I like to just sit up here and master the groups of defense. You know, the secondary and the linebacker corps. Look at this. Look at this beautiful pump fake. The safeties are split wide open because of the deep corner routes. I could have probably hit those deep corner routes, and that's the ideal look right there to get Z spot and go. You want to do it versus zone. Yeah, we finally got it because we were messing with him too much. You know, we had him where he couldn't get a stop, so he tried to make it cloudy. Like I say, he tried to put a lot of colors on the field. That's about the best way to say it right there, man. Yeah, boy. Let's get it. As you can see, we fast forward into the fourth quarter. This was a high scoring affair. He actually was pretty good on offense himself. You know, he was real good too. So I got to give him credit for that. If you got the right user, you're gonna get something. See, there we go right here. That's another ideal look. That's what you want versus man coverage. You know, we're not out here trying to do the crazy stuff. We just want to move the ball, right? 10-yard fight. I've showed that 1,000 times, and better believe, guys, I'm gonna bring the curl route to the next scheme. It just helps. You know, it's a piece of the pie, piece of the puzzle. 2 guys open on that side, and with the good timing, you get these type of results. Yeah, the timing is everything. Yeah, boy. 35-35, fourth quarter. Let's get it. So he ended up scoring. I'm down with 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and this is why schemes are made right here. You know, the resiliency, just bouncing back and just adjusting, making adjustments. Look at that wild throw right there. And as you can see, he has all the momentum. You know, he got all the momentum. He's blitzing. He's winning. Time is low. So I'm under just a whole bunch of pressure and duress, right? So it's all about play calling and making a smarter decision. He's roaming on the safety. I'm trying to send streaks out here. Yeah, he all over the place. I mean, this dude dropping back 30 yards with the safety. Yeah, man. So let's see what happens. Okay, boom. He got me again. Spinner, right? That's a heck of a play. Got to make sure you get your pass protections in, right? Oh, yeah. He's trying to mix it up. 3rd and 18. 23 seconds left. 1 timeout. This is all scheming now. Look at this here. Godly. Man, I was devastated. This guy throwing wild. I can't get a break for nothing in the world. 4th and 18. Now, this is not your average scheme right here, but a little bit of adjusting within the play calling. You know, that counts too. You know, that's not a scheme. I don't consider that a scheme. That was just like one-on-one right there, and we got him. So he made that mistake by not capping off with the safety over the top. So here we go. We got a miracle in some kind of way. 42-42 overtime. He can't get in. He did a bonehead decision, and it's time to go 95 yards. At this point, I shouldn't even be under any duress. The game is mine to win, right? Nice little read option. He defended well. We lost a yard, so now we got 96 yards to go. This is what happens when you play spread offense, right? You get these wild college games. Shout out to the Truth 1661. Shout out to the Truth 1661. My boy said he learned a lot on the channel. A lot of variations of the spread, from the 2 wide receiver and 1 tight end sets, or the 3 wide receiver and 1 tight end sets. Understanding spacing and getting skilled players into one-on-one situations, making the defense stack the box, then he stacked them. Just literally playing with their minds, just like that right there. It's not about the speed, it's about the positions. It's about the space. You know, when you're playing these spread sets right there. Look at that one, 5-yard pass, 85 yards yak, and we won the game. Alright guys, this wraps up part 11. I'll see you in 12.
This is how we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the